What's up, everybody? It's me, Martin. I'm here, like always, giving my review and opinion on the PS Plus games, so you can decide if they're worth your time or if they're just something to leave in your library and never touch. The PS Plus games for this month, July 2020, are Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, NBA 2K20, and Erica. First, let's talk about Rise of the Tomb Raider. I had a huge amount of fun playing this game. In case you don't know, Rise of Tomb Raider is a third-person action-adventure game. As Lara Croft, you try to find the secrets to immortality, which is what Lara's father tried to find his entire life. But an organization known as Trinity is also after the secrets to immortality, and Lara has to stop them. I found the story in this game to be great. I was not disappointed. I thought the characters in this game were good. They could be better, but they weren't bad. The villains in this game are really good. They have great motivations and make their actions understandable. Combat is a lot of fun. It's a lot of shooting like Uncharted, but you can craft weapons such as Molotovs and bombs and throw them at the enemies. There are two enemy groups that you fight in the game, and they both feel different to fight. There is also stealth, but there is no reason to do it because fighting regularly is way easier and quicker, and you will never run out of bullets. There is also a dodge to avoid melee attacks with, and I found that it is very fun to use. There are 4 weapon categories in this game: shotguns, rifles, pistols, and bows. The main campaign has puzzles sprinkled all over the adventure, but there's not too many of them. It's just the right amount. But if puzzles are your thing, then there are tombs that you can complete in the semi-open world, which also has other side objectives such as collectibles and side missions. The skill tree in this game is alright. It ain't really memorable. You can upgrade weapons in this game with crafting items. I don't have a problem with it. But in the main campaign, you almost never fight any wildlife, which, for me, that is a massive disappointment, especially since you need animal hide for some weapon upgrades. Overall, the game is a 9 out of 10 for me. It has a lot of great things in it, but the smaller problems keep it from being a 10 out of 10. Now, moving on to the DLCs, you get with this game. It was hard to identify what was a DLC and what was not, but I think I figured it out. But it's hard to give the DLCs a score out of 10, so I'll instead do a small ranking. At number 5 is Cold Darkness. You run across a map filled with zombies to get to the objectives that give you a puzzle. This DLC sucks. At number 4 is Lara's Nightmare. You're stuck in Lara's mansion while you do objectives and kill zombies. But killing zombies isn't really fun. This DLC also sucks. At number 3 is Endurance. This is basically a survival mode where you have to eat and stay near heat to survive. This mode has cool concepts but poor executions, and is pretty bad. But now we get to the good DLCs. At number 2 is Blood Ties. In this DLC, you learn a lot of backstory and what happened to Lara's parents. This DLC is just a big puzzle that I had fun doing. If you don't like puzzles, this DLC ain't for you. And finally, at number 1 is the Baba Yaga DLC. This is the only DLC that can be found in the open world. It has a good, solid story and a really fun fight at the end. This is the only DLC I recommend playing, even if the story is a bit predictable in it. I can't really review NBA 2K20 because I have a strong bias against it. I really hate sport games because they barely innovate and are filled to the brim with microtransactions. That's just my opinion, but that's what I strongly believe in. Now, the final PS Plus game for this month is Erica, a story game. I really enjoyed Erica, but it has flaws. I think the story is tense and great with some very meaningful choices. The touchpad is the one thing you use, and I never encounter a problem with it. The game is live action, and it has the great quality of a movie. But now let's talk about the problems, which there are 3. First, the protagonist is so bland. She has no personality of any kind. Another problem is the big plot twist near the end is a bit predictable. My final problem was that the characters were just fine. The game is only like 2.5 hours long, and it's moving at such a fast pace that there is no time to connect with these characters, so little time is spent with them. But still, I enjoyed the game, and I give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember, I'm always here to tell you my opinion on the PS Plus games, so you can decide if you want to give the games a shot. Please hit the subscribe button to show your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.